Oh, I haven't posted for a while. Just thought I'd. I'm thinking about my book I've written, The Resilience Toolbox, and I thought I'd do a little reflection occasionally every few days about what makes me resilient. And one of the things in my book, great chapter, to reflect on what makes me resilient and can make you resilient too, is about family. And so, family.
Hello.
This is Katie. If those who don't know her, Katie's my dearly beloved wife, and she has agreed that I would be lost without her, and I would be lost without her. So, Katie, when my heart doesn't allow me to, she cooks for me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you enjoy cooking?
I love cooking.
She does other things for me. Keeps the house going. What else do you do for me?
Replace your socks.
Replace my socks. Oh yeah, because of my condition with my feet, my socks get big holes in them. So she darns me socks. She keeps an eye on them.
I don't darn them.
You do.
I've given up darning them.
You look at the bottom of my feet, which I can't see, and often see injuries that I would miss if I didn't have you to do that. My mental health, you keep me going.
I try.
You're sensitive to. She tells me to, if I, to check things, my blood sugar, if I've got angina, she tells me to take the spray when I don't want to. All these kind of things. She can't drive, which is a shame, but I've got a brother who helps me if I need to go somewhere. I've got a daughter who encourages me, writes me silly songs, motivates me. But mostly Katie, and my cousin has helped out as well when I've been completely at a loss and Katie's needed a bit of time out. I've got a great family. Katie does more than all the rest. In sickness and in health, till death do us part.
Yep.
I did tell her she should trade me in for a new model, but she hasn't done yet. Anything you'd like to say about how you help me to be resilient?
Well, I think it is that making that promise and keeping it. I knew what I was letting myself in for. When we got married, you were quite poorly, and so I had an idea what I was letting myself in for. But love has its ways, doesn't it?
It does.
But I just wonder what you would say about people who don't have family to rely on or resources. What can they draw on?
It's in the book, so there's lots of other things that we can rely on. Sometimes family are a bit whiffy, not that much help. Sometimes they could be abusive, and if they're abusive and really dangerous to you, then just that's not in your toolbox. But there's other things that will be in your toolbox, and we'll talk about them another time. And it can be sad if you've not got family to rely on. But there's technology, there's education, there's medicine, there's other things that you can have in your toolbox. I am blessed by having you in my toolbox.
I feel I need to point out that we are not a perfect family, and that, as the saying goes, every family is dysfunctional in its own particular way.
Yeah.
So, your family doesn't have to be perfect to be supportive, to be a...
No, sometimes though, you don't want to... The relationships are not great, and if you're finding life difficult, you don't want to ask. So I would encourage you maybe to ask yourself, could I ask them for help? What would they say? If they've offered help, take them up on it. Family, if you can't get help from family, where are you going to get it?
I think another way of thinking of it also is, if the boot was on the other foot, and if they were needing help from me, would I give it?
Of course.
And then that perhaps makes it easier to ask.
Yeah. So it's in the book, all your toolbox. You might not have family in your toolbox, but you will have other things. But ask yourself, could family help me to be more resilient? Thanks for listening, and I'll put a link, so if you want to buy the book, you can find it on Amazon. Thanks, bye.